Hey, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Lily and my channel is a place where I share all of my healthy, vegan, mostly whole food plant-based recipes with all of you. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a recipe that I was inspired to make whenever I ran across some blueberry cornbread in Whole Foods the other day. So I was shopping with some friends and they actually picked some up and they took it home and they said it was delicious. Obviously, it wasn't vegan, so I couldn't try it, but man, did it look so good. And I am a Southern girl, so you know I love some cornbread. So I went back to Whole Foods and I took a little video. I'll insert that here of what the cornbread looked like. And I'm adapting a recipe that I found on Nora Cook's website. And so I'm just gonna tweak that, add a few ingredients, and substitute a few ingredients. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make this delicious, vegan, and healthy blueberry cornbread for yourself. So this is a really simple recipe. You're just gonna need a bowl for your wet ingredients and your dry ingredients. So to start off, I'm gonna be using 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, and I'm gonna be adding my soy milk into that just to make a vegan buttermilk. And I'm just using unsweetened soy milk, but you could use sweetened or even vanilla soy milk in this recipe since it is sweeter. And I need 1.25 cups. So this is a cup. And then 1/4 cup. And then the apple cider vinegar and the soy milk will react and make a delicious, chunky vegan buttermilk. Next, I'm gonna go in with 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I'm doing a mixture of the maple syrup and date sugar as my sweeteners in this recipe. I just don't really want to use cane sugar, but I do want it to be sweet since it's more of a dessert type cornbread. So 1/4 cup of the maple syrup. And this date sugar is going to go in with my dry ingredients. So the recipe calls for 1/3 cup of canola oil, so I'm going to do 1/3 cup of applesauce. And this is cinnamon applesauce, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to add a little cinnamon into the recipe anyway. So I'm just going to fold these ingredients together and get them well mixed. And then I'm gonna set that aside, prepare the dry ingredients. So you're gonna need 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup, a cup, and then you're gonna need some corn flour or cornmeal, but I think it should be the super fine for this recipe. So I found this, it's Masa Harina, Pride of the Mill golden corn flour, and it was the finest flour that I could find. They didn't have anything besides the medium grind, so I just went with this, and I think it looks really good, and it was organic, so I was like, well, let's try this. So you're gonna need 1 cup of cornmeal. And then like I said earlier, the date sugar, I'm gonna be doing 1/4 cup of date sugar. Her recipe called for 2/3 cup of sugar, so I might even do just a little bit more. So we're gonna say 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of sugar, but it's honestly optional how much sugar you add or don't add. And then to make sure we get some fluffy cornbread, we're gonna have 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And I actually picked up this baking powder from Whole Foods and it's sodium free, so that's interesting because baking powder actually has a lot of added sodium. Now we're gonna add our own sodium. I use this light salt, but I'm gonna add half a teaspoon. And for good measure, I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon just to complement the blueberries. Just a little bit. And an additional ingredient that's not so common, nutritional yeast. I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons of that. And that's gonna help it keep its yellow color, and it's gonna give it a little bit of a buttery toastiness that we are not gonna get from the butter, like if we were using vegan butter. So that's why I wanted to go in with that. I'm gonna switch over to a whisk just to make sure it's all mixed really well. And then I'm just gonna make a well kind of in the center. Pour in our liquids. And just get it mixed as good as you can. You don't want to over mix per se. Just make sure there aren't any huge lumps. It is looking a hair thick, and I think it's because I used applesauce instead of oil, so I am gonna add just a little splash or 2 of soy milk just to get it moving. Okay, so you should end up with a thicker batter like this. I'm gonna let it sit, and I'm gonna prepare a pan for it. And then I've washed about a cup of fresh blueberries, and these we are gonna put across the top of the cornbread. And you just wanna smooth out the cornbread so that it's even in the pan. Once you get it as evenly spread as you can, you're just gonna top it with the blueberries. And I may not need the whole cup, but I'm gonna like spread them out all over. So this looks pretty good to me. I'm just gonna lightly press the blueberries into the batter so that they're immersed in there. Okay, and I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and I'm gonna turn it down to 350 once I do put it in there. And I'm gonna bake this for 20 minutes and see how it looks. I'm gonna let this cool off before I cut into it. So the cornbread has been cooling. It looks delicious. I'm about to slice into it because I can't wait any longer. Let's get our knife. Very hot. I should definitely let it cool longer, but we'll give it a taste anyway. Looks really fluffy, really yummy. You want to try a piece, Jake? Mm-hmm. Over here. Let's give it a taste. Cheers.
Oh my gosh. That's good. Can't eat the whole thing.
That is so good. The cornbread is not too sweet. And then you get a little pop of the berries on top. So good. If I wanted to take this to another level, I could definitely drizzle it with like some glaze of some sort, like a sugar glaze or maple glaze, maybe a maple cream cheese glaze. That would be good. I might have to try that. Maybe we'll do that after dinner because we're about to have dinner. So stay tuned. So I'm just gonna mix up the maple cream cheese frosting real quick. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Kite Hill cream cheese, just about a tablespoon. I don't want it to be too cream cheesy. This will just help make it nice and creamy. So I'm gonna microwave this for about 30 seconds just to soften it. Okay, and then to this, I'm gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. This is gonna be enough icing for me and Jake. And then I'm gonna squeeze in some lemon juice because I think that's gonna complement the blueberries nicely. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more cream cheese actually. Yeah, this is looking better. So like 2 tablespoons cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then about a teaspoon of lemon juice. So I'm gonna drizzle this on because I know it's gonna taste divine. Yum! Okay, let's try this blueberry cornbread with the maple cream cheese drizzle. That is divine, seriously. Oh my god. I can't even describe how good that is. That frosting sets over the top. You gotta make the frosting go on top. So good. This is definitely a delicious, honestly, it's a dessert at this point. And it is so easy to make, super tasty. You're gonna wanna make this. If you decide to make this, comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. And as always, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it today. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I'll have more videos coming out every Saturday. Thanks for watching. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye.